Welcome back to this already the final segment of The Price of Business. Time goes fast when you're having fun, which I do every single day on this Monday morning. Delighted to spend some time with Skip Class. He's with a company called, that's Skip Cass, and he's with a company called Long Range Systems, and they are can be found at pager.net. What a cool name to get, pager.net. And Skip, welcome to the program. I'm delighted to have you on. I want to talk a little bit about the restaurant industry, but also want to talk about what your company is all about in general. This idea of pagers when I go to a restaurant, I got to tell you, I'm actually a fan of those. You know, like when like Amazon Grill and places like that, where casual dining is a big part of it. I love the idea that I no longer have to wonder what happened to my food because I'll be notified by one of your nifty devices. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure. Well, LRS, as we call it for Long Range Systems, actually was the original innovator of that restaurant pager, and that's really what everybody knows us for. But as you say, it's not only now telling you, as you look forward, when your table's ready, but you're going to see these next generation of pagers and devices, or mobile phones for a lot of folks who like to use their own device, really start to tell you a lot more about exactly how long is your wait time, exactly how many parties are in front of you. You may get some information about, what are you going to see on the menu, what kind of options that you have. But so we do a lot of information gathering and providing to customers to say, here's what the experience is going to be like to get you to the table faster. And then the other thing we do a lot of, which people don't see, is for a lot of restaurant concepts, let's take a Panera, for example, where you order your food and then you go sit down. You're actually given a device that looks and feels much like a pager. What happens is you bring that to a table, you set that down, and what it tells the staff is exactly where you're sitting and allows them to get you your food more quickly. We've all seen people walk out, look around, and say, gee, I wonder where the person with table tent number 13 is, and they walk away from you.
Yeah.
This completely takes that out of the equation. So it's really two different things that we do. We do messaging, and we do what we call tracking, which is telling folks exactly where you are so you can get your food more quickly.
Yeah, I like that. So how long have you guys been making the pagers for the restaurants?
20 years.
How long?
20 years.
Did you say 1 year? Oh, 20 years. I was going to say, you're not the original if you've only been doing it a year. 20 years, that I believe. I mean, that's incredible. And frankly, I haven't seen them that long. So, I mean, you were probably providing the very first ones I began to, come across.
That's exactly right. The founder of the company started in Dallas and got some restaurants, and he really walked in and said, gee, there were a way that I could figure out when my table was ready. We could really solve a problem. It was 20 years ago. 20 patents later, the company has about 80,000 installations around the world with products that really are, primarily that restaurant pager that you've talked about. Yeah,
absolutely. It's very cool to think about where it is now, and where you guys are now. So the next generation, what was the next area that you wanted to go into? I'm looking at the website, by the way, pager.net, which easy enough to remember, that's for sure. You guys are really all over the place. But talk about the various areas you cover. I like the healthcare one. The idea of having maybe an idea, with long range pagers, taking a pager with you and knowing that your time is coming soon. Is that a possibility?
Absolutely. And so really, if you think about our customers, restaurants are our largest category, healthcare our second largest. So if you think of any service-related industry that either has a wait or has a process. So now let's talk a little bit about healthcare and medical. We've all been to the doctor, particularly if we're in a hospital or we need tests done, and we need to go to one location, followed by another location, followed by another location. Wouldn't it be great to have a little device in your hand that not only told you how long you needed to wait, but where to go next? About how long it was going to take, and a little wrap-up at the end. So we're not only into folks who are waiting to get into, but we're also about processes that help us manage and help our customer manage their customers through the process itself. So we're, before you sit down or get the service, we're doing the service in terms of being able to bring you to different locations. And then the third thing we do a lot of that people don't realize that it's really us doing is we now live in an age where whether you're at a restaurant, healthcare, you get ask for feedback, and in a lot of cases have the opportunity to go online and give that feedback. And all of a sudden, through the Yelps of the world and the Googles and everybody else out there, you can really tell people about that experience. One of the things we help our customers do is there's a device that we give folks at the very end which asks a few key questions, and a lot of times this will happen, let's say, in a checkout while your credit card's being run. What kind of service did you have? How was it? And what it does is it tells that restaurant before you go, it's a no before you go, did this person have a good experience or not? Because what our customers don't want to see, and by customers I mean the restaurants or healthcare or services, to read it online that they had a horrible experience when they could have fixed it right there.
Right. And I'm running out of time. That's why I'm being a little rude. I apologize, but we have to kind of wrap it up. But what I'd like to encourage the listener to do is check out pager.net, and you can see right there, right in the middle, who uses long-range systems. And you've got restaurants, healthcare, church, childcare, hotels and resorts, manufacturing warehouses, business offices, pharmacies, spas, and salons. And it looks like you could probably think of several extensions to all of those as well. So great versatility there in terms of helping your clients out. And I'm assuming your clients are literally all sizes.
They really are. I mean, we have single locations all the way up to the Panera Breads of the world, some of the major casinos in Las Vegas. There's a lot of different size customers from top to bottom. GE, Disney, all use our services.
All using them. Pager.net. I want to encourage you to check it out. That's a great, should be easy to remember website. Pager.net. And Skip Cass, he's the CEO, president. Thanks so much for spending time with us to learn more about what you're doing.
Great, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
All right. When we come back tomorrow, we, of course, are going to have a lot more for you, but you shouldn't wait until tomorrow to get this great information. What I want to encourage you to do, check us out online over there at priceofbusiness.com and also at usdailyreview.com. At both websites, make sure you like them on Twitter, follow them on Facebook. No, it's the other way around. But anyway, just do it, and be with me here tomorrow for another Price of Business.